joining me. Welcome. Definitely live on Facebook. Pretty sure I'm live on YouTube. So why be live in one place when you can be live in two? It's so much more fun. Figured out some cool stuff this last week, so. It's gonna be good. I have some really cool stuff to share with you guys today. Let me wait for a few more friends to join us. If everybody misses the top secret info from the beginning of the video, I suppose you could tune in and rewatch afterwards. Or go watch it on YouTube if you watch it on Facebook, vice versa. Ooh, secrets, yes. I think I mentioned last week that we had some dealer training stuff this week. So there's some stuff I'm allowed to share. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's still very much under wraps that I'm not allowed to share. So I know all the things about lots of stuff coming up in the fall, which the fall seems so far away because we're in June and just finishing up the school year. But there's things I'm allowed to share for sure. So I will share what I can, and when I'm allowed to share more, I'll share more. And that's how we'll roll. But I have some announcements and other things as well. So right out of the gate, hi Leah from my sewing room. So just so you know, if you haven't seen me on screen before and know a little bit about what all I do around here, I teach some of our classes. I manage our service department. I order machines. I'm involved in education, so I have my fingers in all the little pots in the store. So this week we had some handy quilter dealers training. We had some OESD product information for fall. That stuff I can't share yet. It's not public yet. But there's a couple things from handy quilter I can share. So I'll share those. We're working on some more of our summer classes and education just because it's nice. So it doesn't mean you're going to stop sewing or stop wanting to learn. So we've got things coming up. Got a couple promos coming your way that maybe you'll really like, but I'm going to announce them here first today because you guys are my loyal Facebook and YouTube watchers. So you guys get the information first before it comes out in the e-news tomorrow. You did hear secrets, but there's a handy quilter secret that I'm allowed to share. So that's the one you're going to have to just hang tight for a few minutes. I'm not going to share it right away because then you'll just leave my video. And I don't want you to. I want you to stay. If you're on Facebook, you have to hit that follow button so you get notifications. If you're on YouTube, you hit subscribe. On YouTube, there's a little bell. If you hit that, you'll get notifications when we post a new video or go live. So without further ado, I'm going to pop us into our website because it's easier to show you where all this information is going to be hiding after I stop talking so you can go look at it at your own speed. And that's changed. Why did it not change there yet? It's changed there. Perfect. So what you guys are looking at is our homepage in our store. That's not how you get to there, Leah. Okay. So what you guys are looking at right now is our online store. First big thing that I'm going to just remind you about, we're doing another draw, one of our weekly draws tomorrow, because it's Thursday today. We're doing another weekly draw tomorrow. So if you shopped online last week, you'll be in this week's Summer of Sewing draw. And we had some people find us from Quilt Canada, so CQA was last week, so we have some new friends might be in that draw as well. We'll be giving away a little gift bag tomorrow on tomorrow's Facebook Live, and you're able to keep entering to win the weekly draws as well as get your name in the pot for that Brother NQ 575 sewing machine that we're giving away at the end of the summer. And any regular price Brother product is on sale in our web store right now. So that would be Scan and Cut accessories, press your feet, any of the hoops that are up there, You'll find most of that information down under that machine tab. And my wonderful Tyler spent some time poking and prodding the website this week. So now we've got that classes and events, another easy way to click through into our class calendar. But the other big banner at the top, so that you get all the notifications when they happen, you should sign up for our e-news. It's a very short little form. And if you click through to there, you will find that short little form to fill out. Then you'll get our e-news. Oh, what's that thing at the bottom? A birthday coupon. I don't know about you, but I like getting things for my birthday. So we'll send out, if you put your birthday in there, you will get a coupon to be used here in the store around the week of your birthday. So treat yourself to new fabric, maybe new rotary cutter blades, all those things that when you tell people that's really what you want for your birthday, they just roll your eyes and like, you can't be serious. You want rotary cutter blades for your birthday? I'm like, yeah, I'd love a 10-pack of rotary blades for my birthday, because that's kind of one of those expendables that I don't want to spend my own money on. But a birthday coupon will certainly help. So yeah, get signed up for our e-news, because as stuff comes your way, you will know about it for sure. And it comes out once a week. It's not a big commitment. We're not going to email you every day, because I don't want emails every day. It's too many. So that's some of the stuff on there. He also figured out featured products. So some of the new stuff that's come in can get up there, even if it's not new. Sometimes we have a lot of it, because we were very excited about it when it first came out. And then it got tucked in a corner and nobody knows it's here. So lots more places to click that will take you to new places on there. So feel free to poke around and then spend that $50 before tax and shipping and get entered into a draw to win a sewing machine at the end of the summer. But speaking of things coming up this summer, classes and events. There's a lot on the go right now, and depending on what you're interested in, we want to make sure that we have stuff available for all different types of sewers. So we talk a lot about embroidery events, but it's not all we have going on. And we do other sewing here. We do quilting, we do some garment sewing, all those good things. So June is coming up, finishing up. Last week we finished up our last Dream Big class. This was a free motion quilting class. It was all recorded, so you're able to still sign up and get our class page for that and all the info, get your panel and do the class. We'd love to still get people in there. If you didn't know what was happening, how could you have signed up? But now you know. And to Annie's mystery quilt, again, it's being recorded. We're coming up to month 6 on that in July. And mystery quilt written by our Long Armor Barb, as well as a mystery novel with a mystery quilt. It's fun. We're having a blast with that. So coming up tomorrow, we're doing a Kimberbell a la carte class. This particular program with the dealer exclusives, we're running up. This is the last run in this section. We're doing the Sweet Feet gym shoes. So these are little in the hoop projects that will stand up and hold one of Kimberbell's tubes, and they'll hold like a sleeve of Oreos. So they're super cute. And we're doing some dimensional freestanding Mylar applique. Really, really, really sparkly, really fun. These would make lovely little handouts for Halloween instead of giving everybody candy that's going to rot their teeth. Give them little sweet ornaments that they can keep all year long. So those are coming up. We have our 6th class of Embroider on Anything with Adrian from Bernina, Canada, coming up on Monday. We're nearly done that session as well. Not a big deal, being recorded. You can go back and watch all of them. They're $10 a piece. Tons of information. There's a class page, there's some free projects and design files with that as well. And our Anne is teaching the Pineapple Gnome applique. So we did part 1 yesterday, and part 2 is next week. So you could still get signed up and play along with that. So that's June. That takes us to June. We're getting there. July is when all the new stuff coming is on the way. First thing up in July is the Kimberbell Welcome Home event. There is still space. The projects were written for the Brother Luminaire, XP1 and XP2. But if you have a Baby Lock Solaris or a Brother with My Design Center, you'll be pretty capable of doing everything the way the instructions are laid out in this project. So If you have already signed up for this class, the kits are available to be picked up. You can come and get them now. And you have the instructions ahead of time so you can cruise through and see what you'll be covering during the event. That'll be really good. Coming up, July 12th, OSD Stitch Party. Our next one, we are doing quilters building blocks. So we're building quilt blocks in the hoop. It'll be really cool. I know everybody likes free things. I like free things. You like free things. We also like things on sale. So July 14th, we are doing a virtual embroidery event with OESD. And they have some spectacular sales on stabilizer bundles during this event. So if you plan to embroider any projects before Christmas, and you want the best price you can on stabilizer, I would attend this event. Even if you're not able to attend it live, it will be recorded. The sales are only valid for 24 hours. So that's the big kicker. You do need to be there that day, make your decision, figure out what you want, and get your order in during the event. But it's a ton of really good information. First time it's being offered in Canada, so if you have friends anywhere in Canada that embroider, let them know about this. Feel free to share that link. If you click into there and share that link to your friends and guild members, other sewing buddies, share. We'd love to support everybody in Canada with this because OESD does not have a way to physically do this otherwise for Canada. Also coming up, 16th, we've got our next pair of Bernina Creative Studio technique and embroidery classes. So we're going to be talking about the elasticator foot on the serger. So you can use a serger to put elastic in. It's really slick. It's really super lovely. So if you've got a serger, even if it's not a Bernina, the Brothers have a foot that will do this. The Burnett's have a foot that will do this. The Berninas have a foot that will do this. So we can help you out with that and teach you all you need to know. And then the embroidery class, you'll get the design files with it, is an in the hoop scissor holder. So as you start taking your scissors places again, as classes open back up or you're able to travel to go see family and you need to take stuff with you, you can keep your scissors nice and safe. Other things coming up. I'm running the Peppermint Swirl dress class again because I love the dress and it's wonderful. We're also running a sew a t-shirt class. So both of those are very garment-oriented classes. We'd love to have you in there. One, Peppermint Swirl's all woven fabrics, great for kids. The sew a t-shirt, more of an adult slant on it, whether you're a lovely lady or a handsome gentleman. We have a pattern that should work for you. So those are coming up. But maybe you want a serger to sew your garments with. And maybe you've been holding off buying a serger. I had a giant shipment of brother sergers I wasn't entirely expecting show up earlier this week, and pretty well stocked on sergers across our entire lineup right now. So what we're going to do is if you buy a serger before July 17th, you'll have your choice of either the Peppermint Swirl dress class for free or the sew a t-shirt class for free. So the class fee will be free. You'll still need to get all your supplies for class, but knocking the class fee off certainly makes that more approachable and easier, and then you get your serger out of the box right away, get using it right away, and make friends with it right away. So that's my first big announcement that's coming out in the e-news tomorrow that nobody knows about yet. Either of those classes, buy a serger with us before they start, and we'll get you into those classes for free. Some more classes coming up. Burning a project class, travel cord organizer. It looks like they're sewing in some elastic and doing some top stitching. It's a good little project as you get packing up all your myriad of cords to go places. And our Bernina Creative Studio software class in our version 8 Designer Plus software, we're going to be talking about digitizing for stump work. Stump work is some 3D lace with some wire in it, so it all keeps its shape. It's very cool. And we have another Kimberbell event, so this one is for anybody with a 5x7 or 6x10 hoop, I think. Pretty sure a 6x10 hoop is highly recommended. Possible to do it with a 5x7, but you have to make a smaller size on the one project. We're doing day at the fair, and we do need final numbers for Kimberbell events about 30 days in advance. So we'll be capping registration on this middle of next week, so that we have time to get our kits here from the US. So that's enough of all of that for now, I think. We'll go back to that screen. Go back to that screen. Ooh. And then we'll go back to me. We'll go back to me. Oh, birthday coupon. It's great, right? Super great. Yeah, I thought getting you into a garment sewing class would be a really good way to get over your fear of your new serger. So please come talk to me. We have a serger for every budget from entry level Brother Burnett all the way up to air threading Bernina with a digital screen and cover stitch options. So, and I have stock on almost all of it. And pretty much all of it. There's like one thing I don't have stock on, but it's very minor. Other top secret things that I'm going to start telling you guys now. Might not be in this week's e-news, but it will be in next week's e-news. We used to do our floor model sales in January and sell all our floor models off at once, which was a really great idea in previous times when we had open houses and we invited everybody to come see us all at once and we all like touched elbows and breathed on each other. However, stock supply of machines is still a little wonky. It's pretty good right now. But nobody's super keen to just go hang out in giant crowds yet. But I have some floor models that have been out with us for just about a year. We sold almost all our floor models through the spring and summer last year when stuff really wasn't available, and we had nobody coming into the store, so I didn't need floor models then. But a whole bunch of my floor models have had kind of that 1-year birthday where they've been out on our floor, demoed on very gently. Some of them have been YouTube stars, so they're sewn on a little more heavily. But we're going to do a staggered floor model sale through the summer. So every week all summer long, Gwen and I have laid out about 5 to 6 machines a week that will go up on sale, and that information will be coming out in e-news, email newsletter starting July 2nd. And so it'll be a very select number of machines that go on sale each week. If they don't sell that week, they'll still be there the following week. But if you're looking to get a machine at open box pricing, floor model pricing, figure out what kind of machine you want and then watch our e-news, because that's where the information will come out on Fridays as those things come up. Part of it, I can't sell a floor model if I don't have another one in the back to replace it with. So some of it's dependent on what's actually here. There's some machines that have a whole bunch of stock, so I can swap those floor models out right now. So keep that in mind. So far that list is top secret. I'm not allowed to share that list yet because it's not finalized. And I certainly don't have pricing finalized, but we're close. So what you've got in behind me, we're gonna touch the display ever so briefly here, because sometimes I forget to do that when I get rolling with announcement type stuff and giving you mountains more information than you actually need all at once. That little dress up there is the Peppermint Swirl. That was about a size 4. It fit my daughter for 2.5 years. She's a skinny little beanpole, so it fit quite a while. That's the one class that you could have the class fee covered for free if you buy a serger. And the other one here, the Concord, the 2 patterns we're using for our t-shirt class, just to clear up any confusion. One pattern is the Cashmere Concord. Cashmere has 2 different size ranges, so this is the one question that's been coming my way through our education email. Cashmere has 2 size ranges, so they have a 0 to 16 size range as well as a 12 to 32 size range. So if you know for sure that you are at one end of the extreme or the other, feel free to buy your pattern before class. If you are in that middle size range of 12 to 16 or like 10 to 18, please don't buy your pattern until you've emailed us and we've talked about why we're doing this. We want you to get the right pattern fitting block. So in garment sewing, each pattern company drafts off a base diagram of base proportions, and Cashmerette's drafting off of 2 different blocks. So things like your neck don't change size drastically from a size 0 to a size 32. They might change a little bit, but you don't magically go way bigger in your neck when you get bigger through your bust or bigger through your waistline. So the base shapes are different, and we want to make sure that we're getting you into the right base shape before you pick a pattern so that you have better success with that class. Women, a little more complicated. We're much curvier and much more variable. So if you know for sure you're at either end of that big spectrum, feel free to buy your pattern ahead. We do have the other size range on order. They haven't arrived yet. I know they're on order. But Cashmere also has PDF patterns, and we have the pattern printing service, so we could go that way as well. For our gentlemen, the pattern I picked is a Quick Sew K4088, and it says men's robe, belt, top, shorts, and pants. The key in there being the tops. There's a V-neck and a crew neck t-shirt in there. So, so then you have options. You pay for one pattern, but you also get to make pajama pants afterwards. Yeah, this will be a good option if you're sewing for gentlemen in your life, because then you're also ready to just make them pajama pants to go with their new t-shirt, if they're wearing their t-shirt as pajamas, or if you just need home pants. We wear home pants at my house. There's like jammies, and then there's home pants, which are the pants you go to work in down in the home office. So, yeah, just reading comments here. Denise is totally right. Ready to wear hasn't figured out that you don't change everywhere when you get higher, lower size ranges. It's crazy. So, very much looking forward to teaching this. And that's part of the reason the notes say don't buy the pattern ahead. Just so that you know ahead. I have answered that question a few times already. So I have a post-it. I have a little note of all the things I needed to talk about. I think I covered almost all of it, except the secret thing that you all hung around to wait for. So, would you guys like to know the secret thing that I'm allowed to share? I don't know where to see the little thumbs up that sometimes happen on screen, but I have one secret I'm allowed to share. So, did some handy quilter dealer training yesterday and today. So the newest machine in the handy quilter lineup is the Moxie, and it's a little 15-inch machine on either a 5 or 8 foot frame. And the next smallest machine that's been out a little while is the Simply 16. So one of the big questions that people have had along the way is, can I put Pro Stitcher on my Simply 16? And the answer has been yes if you're on a studio frame, but the answer has been no if you're on a little foot frame. So Pro Stitcher is coming out in a new format later this year. I don't know details, like when, but it's coming. So if you own a Moxie, which I don't have a brochure for, or a Simply 16 on a little foot frame, or the Moxie on the loft frame, new program coming called Pro Stitcher Lite. So almost all the same great features of the full Pro Stitcher program, much more affordable price point. So you could take your hand-guided free motion quilting on your little machine that was the right budget and the right size for your home, and computerize it. So I'm very excited about that. If this is something that might interest you, let us know. We'll start a list up front, a wish list of people who are interested. So I don't have pricing yet. I don't have availability yet. I just know that it's in the works. It's on the way someday, eventually. So that is my big secret that I was very excited about when I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is really, really good. Just because it didn't make any sense to put a $15,000 Pro Stitcher on an $8,000 Moxie or a $7,000 Moxie. It just didn't make sense. So we've got some options coming forward. There's also some new Bernina stuff coming that's kind of leaked on the internet, but I'm going to leave that for another day once I have more info. But it's coming soon. There's stuff. Officially, Bernina training is in July, so I should probably wait till then to share that stuff. I don't want to get my fingers slapped for sharing too soon. So, those are the things I've got for you guys today. I know it was a ton of information, but it's good. There's so much stuff in the works. It is very exciting. OESD event, super exciting free event, a couple of Kimberbell things, some more classes. Yeah, there's lots on the go, and we're like from a retail standpoint, our Christmas fabric has started arriving. So if you're thinking that this year is the year you make yourself a tree skirt or stockings, start paying attention now to those fabric ads. Lots of times by the time you're ready to sew your Christmas stuff for yourself in December, we're sold out of Christmas fabric. So now is the time to be shopping for that, not November. That's what I know for sure. Yeah, there's some good stuff coming. But tomorrow, you have to tune in because we're doing another giveaway tomorrow for our Summer of Sewing. And we might do a demo of some sort tomorrow. Maybe Anne will do a demo. Maybe we'll talk about feet. We all like talking presser feet around here. So that's what I have for you today. I know it's a lot, but thank you for hanging out the whole time and waiting patiently for my big secret. and please, if you have friends that embroider, share all that information outward, because we would love to have more people in here. So I'm gonna sign off for the afternoon. Ooh, unless there's a note. Oh, I already did that one. Perfect. I already said that one. It was on my other note. Girls up front are running me back notes to make sure I share everything I needed to share today. So thank you for joining me. Be safe, be kind, be calm.